Hello Gemini, let's do a love and relationship reading for your sign now. This is going to be for mid-March, but the energy on these readings are fluid, Gemini. Take what resonates with you today and leave the rest. So this might sound like it's talking to you about some sort of a past relationship, or it may sound like it's applying to you and the person you're dealing with today. Maybe this will sound true for some single Geminis out there looking for love. Let's look at the cards together and see what's coming out now for Gemini with regards to love and relationships. So Gemini, I also have some exclusive monthly forecasts on my YouTube if you're watching this on Instagram today. Eight of Wands. Why don't I lay these out? Seven of Cups, and then go through them to save time. The Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, which is the Gemini major arcana. So we have your energy really rooting this reading at the lowest part here. The Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, Death card, another major arcana card, Three of Wands in reverse, the Sun card, more major arcana, and the Two of Pentacles. All right, and then at the bottom of the deck I have the Five of Wands. This is some sort of overall energy for how you're feeling right now. All fired up or kind of like revved up. Maybe that there's like some petty arguing in your relationship at the moment, or like pettiness back and forth. I'm thinking it never really fully amounts to anything. It might be similar, like I see that there is some sort of, for you right now, the person you're dealing with is communicating with you. It's just pretty confusing altogether. You don't really understand where they're coming from. They seem actually very chaotic. This energy is very chaotic. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or I'm seeing Scorpio coming through pretty strongly too. I don't know, I'm seeing this kind of energy of chaos around the relationship. They're scattered right now. Their thoughts are scattered. Their words are scattered right now. And I'm just seeing that really ultimately this person that you might be dealing with is seeking help or some sort of a rebalancing in their life in general. You're maybe used to playing Queen of Pentacles, like this kind of maybe even maternal role or paternal role, or else it's some sort of a kind of they were almost dependent on your energy and your resources. I'm seeing for some. There's a lot tempting you at the moment. There is a lot tempting you right now, and it doesn't even have to be like these love interests, although it can be. It can be like this temptation to, for some of you, I feel like it could be temptation even to keep a secret and maybe have an affair, or I see there's a temptation even to indulge right now in things that you know might not be good for you, like late nights and partying. There is some sort of element though for the single Geminis, there's all these options right now, but are any of them good for me? Are they good for my soul growth? Because you've been doing a lot of that. You've been really looking in the mirror, right, for these Geminis watching. For some, I really feel like the chaos around this person, it's from somebody that you would never stick with this person for so long if you didn't feel such a soulful deep connection. This is meant to be. It's fated almost for you. I don't think you would have put up with it for so long if that wasn't the way it had been. But after some careful consideration and really realizing that you do not need this mental anguish anymore, that it's kind of had been dominating you, for some I do see this kind of ending that took place. The Death card does talk about transitions and ending. So that might be talking to some of you guys more about something in the past, that you were really the caretaker role. Their life was chaotic. They didn't know whether they were coming or going. That's what I'm seeing as a past situation for some. I'm seeing for single Gemini that there is actually some sort of there's a lot of talk around you. There's a lot of buzz. But you're kind of weighing somebody up at the moment. You are making a decision hey, I have done so well by myself, Queen of Pentacles. I'm so well resourced. This is a card of self-care. It can be in the practical sense too, though, getting all your bills paid on time, and, you know, getting your diary in check and just organizing everything, creating like a sacred space for yourself at home. That could be very much consciously on your mind. So that's for the single Geminis. Other than that, I think that there is some sort of a way up, and you're wondering, like, is this person that I'm going to bring into my life, like, can they meet me where I am? Because I'm doing really good, so I don't want them to drain me. Like, I think the last person maybe drained you that you were dealing with. You feel like that was a drain. So let's see. The person, if you're dealing with somebody at the moment, Gemini, it looks like there's a bit of chaos around them. You're definitely the person that's holding things down in a way, like you're keeping things on the straight and narrow. There is like some feeling with your person though that they're trying to get away from the pressures of life, I think, and they're just kind of like, they're acting very impulsively. They're in a way, they're turning their back on all responsibilities, and for some that might be making you feel, Gemini, like a little bit left out in the cold by your person. Like, do they care about me at all? You may be thinking, like, it seems like they're turned away from me. They have their sights set on like their own expansion and their own growth, and like it might be just you feeling a little bit, you know, you miss them, you miss their attention. It just looks like they are kind of looking at their own personal growth more than the relationship right now, and that's bringing up some past wounds of fear of abandonment and rejection for some. Some of you have been asked to relocate with a partner and move somewhere. You're toying with the idea. It could be somewhere warmer, sunnier, hotter. It could be like across a body of water, across straight lines, leaving the country. So that is coming up. Let's look at 8 of Wands and the 7 of Cups for Gemini. Okay, I've got the Justice card. So this sort of strikes me as seeking a balance, black and white. Where is the gray area? That's what you're kind of trying to strive to find within this chaos. This chaos could look like very extreme behavior, very much black, very much white, no flexibility. And Gemini, you're mutable air, so that's not really going to work for you. You need flexibility and you need permission and space to be able to change your mind, or to be able to vocalize something, you know, a new perspective on something, and you don't want it to be like held against you. There seems to be a lot of rigidity around you, and that chaos that I was imagining or seeing with these cards, it's kind of could even be that just very extreme spiraling behavior, like very manic behavior around you, and that could be you feeling like it's time to work on that. I'm seeing like it's really time to address the extremes and maybe it's the extremes that your mind goes to in this relationship. Like, does this mean, like, I feel like a lot of you are like, oh, you know, this person I'm dealing with mentioned that there might be an opportunity for them 5 hours away. And does that automatically make you think like that there's no future for you, that they don't want you, that they're abandoning you? And I see like these kind of extreme thoughts having to be balanced and not always thinking worst case scenario. This Justice card with the 7 of Cups is telling me that discerning your options right now is going to be very important, Gemini, and not making any hasty decisions, because it looks like whatever one of these cups you land on, you're going to have to sit with those consequences for a while when judgment comes up, it tells me. So use your discernment, and 7 of Cups is inviting you to see through any illusions around you. All that glitters isn't gold, and you might just want to make sure that everything is as good as it says it is on the tin or on the cup. On the inside, you want to make sure that that person, place, opportunity has the substance that you need. Let's look at your energy, the Lovers card. You are still unconsciously motivated in your relationship sphere, some of you, by some past deep, profound connection, transformative even. Scorpio card. transformative relationship, maybe not even just with the Scorpio, but one that was very deep and profound. The Devil, yeah, this talks about the trap that you still feel from this relationship that didn't pay off how you wanted it to. It was something, and this is interesting because on this deck here, with the Modern Witch deck, the Devil will show the Devil in picture on this card will show the same lovers trapped. So I do see this as the trapped lovers, and it isn't anymore, but some of you are still trapped on what could have been. I see that there was just like this person that you were last with, it was just complete obligation. It became like you felt that you needed to look after them. You felt like you needed to do everything for them. You were tied to them in that way. And it became less of a beautiful relationship. It became almost more like bound to duty rather than any sort of spontaneity or fun or lightness in the relationship. Okay, I think we should move on, and I think it's important that we look at the Death card. So what is the advice of the Death card right now? What is the Death advising you to let go of right now in terms of love and relationships, Gemini? And surrender to and invite rebirth energy after this. What is the Death card advising for Gemini? These 4 swords again, and then we have got the 7 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the 4 of Swords here, we've got the 7 of Cups, so this energy is doubling down. So you need to relax your mind. You need to take a step back, take time for yourself to really think through these 7 cups, because Gemini, you don't want to fall back into the same place you were before, when you went into things too quickly, without taking your time, without thinking things through, without becoming enlightened, without just like it. This is just you before the enlightenment, still stressed and still really. You're having trouble sleeping. This is a past energy. Things are getting easier for you. This is leaving the reading, Gemini. So, okay, you've slept on it. You feel much better the next day. You feel enlightened, and just you have a new sense of clarity on this. But it is asking you to really take time to reflect and reconsider before making your choice, okay? All right, that sounds good to me. I think then that's important with the Death card, is asking you to end a cycle where you rush into things without giving them proper discernment, and you end up sometimes regretting a decision, I think is the message. Let's look at the person, 3 of Wands in reverse, that you are dealing with. Let's see. 3 of Wands in reverse. What is going on with your person? Some of you who are with somebody, it feels like their back is turned. The Moon card. You're not really sure what they're doing, actually. They are not sure of what they're doing themselves, as far as I can tell. On the surface, they're acting as if everything is fine, but for some, I'm seeing that that person is internalizing a lot of their worries, and maybe they're equally afraid of what you are afraid of. You may share the same fears, is what I'm seeing. Let's pull 2 more cards, the Sun and the 2 of Pentacles. What more can we know about this? Because ultimately you have to make a decision, Gemini, around your relationship. And it's about using your discernment, making sure all of what everybody says to you is as good as what it is. Daughter of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you will land. There's 2 Pentacles and here's the Ace, the 1. So you will bullseye, you will land on the right choice. And it's all about taking your time and discerning through all options at the moment. You want to connect with somebody. And then what's funny, we have the 5 Wands at the bottom of this deck, 5 Wands at the bottom of this. stay away from this petty argument that's always trying to suck you back in. That might be what some of you need to end, this pettiness or like tit for tat. You're trying to find somebody that you can just be like a kid with, like have fun with, just be silly with, play with, laugh all the time, and that's really what you're looking for, Gemini. Well, that's what I have for you love and relationship wise, and I will see you again soon. So thanks for watching, Gemini. Bye.